Everybody stop what you're doing, please!
When it comes to remodeling and renovating your home, there is no better show on your radio. This is Around the House with Eric G.
Where's the hammer?
From your back fence to the sidewalk, Eric will tell you how to keep it all in tip-top shape while helping you save a buck while doing it. If you like DIY projects, it takes a lot of practice to get good at it, and Eric is here to guide the way.
Is it on the, go up on the other floor. Somebody go up there and stop the hammering.
All that and more on the fastest 2 hours of home improvement radio.
These are the wrong plans. These are the old plans. Oh!
Welcome to
Stop it!
Around the House with Eric G.
Welcome to Around the House with Eric G. This is the Pro Insider. This is where we talk about things that are happening for all the people in the residential construction industry. You might be an interior designer. You could be a new construction builder. Maybe a remodeler. Maybe a drywall installer or taper. Who knows? This is all for you. And you can always catch more information about the show at aroundthehouseonline.com, where you can either catch the Pro Insider by itself, where it has its own RSS feed, or you can catch it as part of the Around the House with Eric G weekly programming. Well, today I wanted to talk about, all of the lumberyard owners out there. Lumberyards are battling this pricing and materials game right now, and they're trying to do their best work. You've got, of course, lumber building materials going through the roof on pricing that everybody knows about. But Lowe's now is jumping into the contractor game. Now, Home Depot has been building across the U.S. They started out in Dallas, Texas, these distribution centers for pro deliveries. So they could deliver lumber packages and large shipments of stuff to people's homes that didn't have to come out of the stores. So they literally have lumber coming in the rail cars. They can send it out on a truck, and they have got next day, even same day in some areas, pro deliveries. So they've been really going after that pro customer. Now Lowe's, who has been trying to go after that, upped their game a bunch here, and they're going after that pro customer by rolling out some new in-store shopping experiences and some, things that other people are doing. So the Home Improvement store said that their new experience is designed for speed and convenience. And, of course, saving pros time and money, because that is the biggest complaint out of most home centers. When pros go in there, they usually go in there because it's close. They want to get in and want to get out. Now, that pro product market for these retailers is about a $400 billion industry. So it's a big deal when they try to go after it. So they're going to try to keep the contractors on the job site is their game. So they're going to be bringing in new products and services and stuff like that. But here's some of the stuff they're going to do. Pro trailer parking. So they've got places for, trucks and trailers to park. Now, here's the problem with that. I don't know, my Home Depot or your Home Depot, but the fools that park their cars and trucks in that trailer parking, I want to go out and just drag them out of there. So frustrating. So frustrating. So they've got pro trailer parking they're going to be putting in their stores for extended trailer parking spots. That's smart. Here's one that I kind of scratch my head and go, that's interesting, but I don't think any contractor's going to put their phone down. Free phone charging stations found at the pro desk. Convenience rack with pain relievers, personal care items, hand care, sun lotion, that kind of stuff, suntan lotion by the pro door. They're going to have a better pro checkout system with sales cashier and loading associates that will get pros in and out quicker. They're going to come out with flexible credit options that save pros 5% off every day and eligible purchases, plus Lowe's for Pros loyalty members. Get a 0% interest for 60 days, blah, 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 blah. That's interesting. So they're going to help carry and rotate the Lowe's commercial account. I'll call that smart. They're going to have air pumps for tires and a windshield washing station. And that's kind of kitschy, but I'm not sure if that's going to make any difference. But hey, Anything that helps, I'm sure that contractor will take it. So they're going to be also deploying some new tech to help employees improve the relationship with pro customers. So they're really stepping up on the technology game. So that's going to be interesting to see what happens here. They're going to do a lot of training with their employees and things like that. I think it's going to be interesting. They're diving in. The problem they're going to have, like anything, is they're going to have to put people in those stores in the day shifts like a lumberyard. Now, will this take lumber business away from some lumberyards? I'm sure it will. If you're in the lumber building material business out there, you have everybody gunning for your customer. Now, some of the things that you can do is stay on top of this stuff. Pricing's going to be a big one, especially in the lumber wars we have right now. You know, Home Depot, it seems, and Lowe's too, their pricing changes as the market does. Where most independent lumberyards tend to change their prices based on the material they have on the floor. So whatever they've got out in the warehouse, what they paid for it, they mark it up. That's what it is. So in a volatile market, you might have got a rail car of lumber 2 weeks ago that's at a better price than what's happening down there. So if you play the pricing game, you might do a little bit better in keeping those customers, because contractors are really watching their dollars, because they're turning around and quoting a project and saying, hey, I'll get a contract. They better hurry up and get that lumber quick, because it's changing from week to week. Last week I saw sheets of plywood go up $10 per sheet. That adds up quick. So I think that's one of the things that you're going to start seeing if you're in the lumber building materials industry. These guys are coming after you, and you better stay on top of your game. Make sure you've got good technology. Make sure you're investing in that. If you've got a kitchen and bath showroom, make sure they're on their A game. Make sure they've got the right computers. Make sure they can work efficiently. Make sure you got the right people. They've got the right training. There are so many things you can be doing for your pros out there and making sure that you're taking care of them. I've got a great little lumberyard I deal with down the street for me. They're great. I deal with them. And if you're in the Portland area and you're doing outdoor projects, I love these guys. And I mean, Conrad Lumber here in my area is a little outdoor lumberyard. And they rock it with high quality materials and get in and get out kind of stuff. That's my secret in my area. What's the secret in your area? I'm not here to bash on the home centers, but they are going for your business. So what are you going to improve in your business model to keep them from taking it? You're going to have deliveries that they can track. You know, if you're a big lumberyard chain, why can't that contractor put an order in off his phone? Why can't, or her phone? Why can't they see when that delivery's coming on their sign-in? Why can't you, when that customer comes in that maybe has your app, why can't you recognize they're in the building? There are so many things going out there, and I tell you what, if you're a lumberyard owner that's still writing things down on paper pads and trying to track your customers that way, you are going to be losing market share, no matter how good that relationship is. Are you having training with your people about the new products? Are you doing any pro days where you can sit there and show contractors in your area how to install that new flashing tape, how to install that new product, how to follow new building code in your area? What do you need to do? What are the catches? Make sure you're doing that stuff, because I tell you what, like we talked about here in this episode, you've got Home Depot and Lowe's gunning for you. So make sure that you've got a great customer experience. And more importantly, when something's wrong, how quick do you fix it? Because as you know, these big ships that I call these two box stores, turning those things around takes a long time. It's like turning a cruise ship around. It's a 22-point turn. If you can take care of problems quickly, you're going to have happy customers. And happy customers means there's a good chance they're coming back. So it is a great time as a lumber building material dealer to refocus those efforts on your consumer. And take a look. What do you have on your shelves in the lumberyard? Is that what they're looking for? Are there things that don't sell? Should you be putting in other products? Take a peek at all that stuff, because this is the time to focus for 2021. Because we're not sure how this year's going to go with lumber prices and everything else. We could see housing starts come to a grinding halt if we're not careful. All right, everybody, that's all the time we got for the Pro Insider this week. Those are my tips today. Make sure you tune into the radio show this weekend. We've got a great one, including a little controversy. We're going to talk about why people are moving to Texas out of many areas in the country. Thanks for listening to Around the House.
Around the House with Eric G. is produced by, designed by Eric G. in association with Salem Media and distributed nationally by the Sun Broadcast Group. All rights reserved. Copyright 2020, designed by Eric G. We will be back next week. If you missed part of the show, check out the podcast of all of our shows at AroundTheHouseOnline.com. Remember, measure with a micrometer, mark with caulk, and cut with an axe. Thanks for listening to Around the House.